Hello Professor, my name is Khushi Abhay Bhandari, and in this video I will walk you through with the lab assignment Lab 2 Part A, which involves using a static library into our functions. So let's begin. So first, for this assignment I have included the libraries, C libraries that I will be needed in this. So first I have imported the vector, as I am storing all the list in the vector form, and I'm using vector as a data structure over here. Then I've included the IOStream and the string library. I have also included the .h file that is already provided in my code. Then starting with, I have first initialized a vector with the which will store the list of the process ID. So first I have a if statement which will check if the process ID, the vector the vector containing the process ID is present or not, and if it is, it will display the OK message and will display all the list. So I have introduced a for loop over here which will iterate through all the process IDs. Then I have initialized two variables, one PID which will store the IDs of all the processes, and one more variable is name. Its data type is string which will store all the name of the processes. Then I have one conditional statement, if statement again, which will check if the process ID is successfully fetched or not by calling the given function get name by PID, and if it is, then it will display it, and if not, if there is something error in it, then it will display the error. Then I have an else block which will display the error message if there is an error in opening my list. Then I have the test cases which need to be checked. First I have the process ID variable and the name which will store the process ID and name accordingly. Then I have an if statement, where as we are checking first by PID, the process ID, we are checking the get name by PID function, so it will fetch the PID by its process ID, and if it is successfully fetched, then it will display the process ID and its name, or else it will give an error message. After that, for the test case 2, it is lab 1. So in this process, it is need to be fetched by the process name, so I have used the get PID name function over here. For the last test, it's also to fetch by the process name. So as the second one, it is also calling the function get process ID by name. So here's the output of the code after running. It's on Ubuntu, so it has all the processes that are currently running. Then the first process that we have fetched by using the process ID. Then the second, name lab2 and PID 2830. As currently for running the process, my lab2 folder was running, therefore it is fetching the lab2. And for the last lab22 string that we have passed as the test case, as there is no process running, it is showing an error, no such name for the process name lab2. Thank you.